Today, Tuesday, the 11th of July, is Amazon's promotional sales day, what it calls Amazon Prime Day. It started late last night and runs for 30 hours and is open for those that pay the £79 a year subscription service to Amazon Prime. This isn't an advert, this is talking a little bit about how to trade the share price. It's very difficult talking about these things without it becoming an advertisement for the event itself. The company's managed to keep price to sales ratios of 3.28 against an industry average of 4.53. What does that mean? It means, well, for every item they sell, their costs are relatively lower than the peers in the business. So Amazon is doing all the right things. It's adding extra weight to the company all the time. It's seeing big increases every year in its revenues. It's making a profit now, and it's also adding into other areas of our daily lives as well, as it goes around the globe and it goes into new areas, including a further expansion now into fresh foods. Let's take a look at this share price, because I think it's worth noting that, and this goes back to the beginning of 2014, we saw 2014 into 15 a relatively negative year, but that was the last year that we saw that. Since then we've seen these big gains. That was 2015, there's 2016 at the start, there's a little bit of a pullback as we saw all the main markets pull back then on concerns about China. But Amazon survived that, as indeed, of course, we now know the rest of the markets too. And then another little pullback as we went into the back end of last year. But since then, records after records after records for the Amazon share price. This is an all-session stock. So you'll see here, if we focus in on this, you'll see the most recent day here, which is Tuesday, the 11th of July, Amazon Prime Day itself. The record highs that we saw just a matter of a few weeks ago took it over the $1,000 a share level, closing at the very peak, in fact, mid-session this was at 1016.28, so $1,016 a share. Here we are now at 997.3. Where does this share go from here? Well, clearly it's been supported by these moving averages. If it disappears below the 945.46 level, which is these low points here, and have previously been the point at where we've seen some support, if it disappears below that, it does change the story a little bit, and at that point it would have to have gone through this 50 moving average, then the next stop down would be the 100 moving average, and then the 200 coincides with this previous level here, which I've put on as this resistance point here at $863 a share. We've got to go a long way on the way down to get anything close to there, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. But certainly disappearing below this line might change the story in the immediate future for Amazon. But at the moment, at least, it looks like it's going to continue to add weight and possibly even climb to this level again. The only one thing I would say for Amazon stock is that during the summer period, it does tend to go through these lulls. But at the moment, at least, things are looking good for Amazon.